Hey guys, here's E. In today's video, I'm going to make a traditional Chinese pastry. In Chinese, it's called shao bing. So this kind of pastry, you can have different filling in them. And in today's video, I'm going to make a radish filling, but you can also use sesame paste or pork mince. So anything you like in this kind of pastry. And it's super crisp and soft. And hopefully you enjoy today's video. So firstly, we will need about 300 grams of pig fat. You can get these from a butcher. Cut our pig fat into about 1 centimeter wide strips. Then cut them to smaller cubes, also around 1 centimeter large. To render our lard, just putting all our pig fat into the pan and 1 cup of water. Turn our stove to medium heat. Spread our pig fat evenly into our pan and just cook them slowly until you get these crispy, fat, and white lard. For our pastry, we will need 400 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 250 grams of water at room temperature. So firstly, adding our dry yeast, our sugar, mix it well until it's dissolved, and let it sit for about 10 minutes. After adding our salt into the flour and our yeast water, mix everything together with our hands until it's forming this light crumble. We can add in the rest of our water and knead it until it's forming a smooth dough. Once it's done, we can close it with a lid and let it rest for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. For our filling, we will need a radish for about 1 kilo, the deep fried fat we made earlier, 4 to 5 spring onions, and half teaspoon of sugar, half teaspoon of salt. So firstly, adding a bit of salt into our shredded radish. Massage it gently to release the fluid. Remove the root of our spring onion, then cut them horizontally. Then mince them finely. We will also need to mince our deep fried fat. Just chop them roughly to fine pieces. Then squeeze out all that water, that fluid from our radish. Then we can add in our minced spring onion and minced deep fried fat. You can also replace the fat with dry shrimps if you like. Then adding our sugar and salt and combine everything together. You can also add in about half teaspoon of 5-spice powder. It's optional. Then after about an hour, here is our dough. It's pretty smooth. We're just going to knead it gently to release the air. Weight our dough and separate our dough to 10 equal parts, each around 64 grams. And cover them with transparent plastic foil to prevent them from drying out. And let them rest for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we can make our fat dough. We will need about 400 grams of flour, 200 grams of lard. Adding our lard into the flour and knead it with our hands until we are forming a smooth dough. We can take it out and weight our dough. We're going to separate them also to 10 equal parts, so each around 59 grain. Once it's done, we can start roll our dough together. Add a bit of loose flour onto our roller and working surface. Take one small dough out and just fold it to a round ball shape. Press it flat on our working surface and roll it to a round skin. Once we get a thin layer of the dough, we can try to folding our fat dough. Fold it like you would usually make a steam bun. Just close the gap properly and gently press it flat. A bit of loose flour on our working surface to prevent our dough from sticking, and use a roller to roll it to a long oval shape. And add 1/3 of the place to fold the bottom to the middle and the top to the middle. Then once again, use our roller to roll it flat and the top to the middle and the bottom as well. Then we can use our palm to press it gently and use our roller to roll it flat further until we get a thin layer like this. Then we can folding our radish filling. Just adding the enough filling you can and fold it the same way. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to close it properly. Then press it again. Then use our roller to roll it flat from both sides until we're getting this round oval shape, which is around 1 centimeter thick. Then we can continue with the rest of the dough until we finish all 10 pastries. The trick here is to use your both hands and index finger to fold in the dough. Here is one. Then we have all our 10 pastries ready. They are about the same size like my palm. Then we're going to make a sugar water. You can also use honey, adding 1 tablespoon of sugar and 3 tablespoons of water. We're also gonna need some white sesame seeds. Brush enough our sugar water on the top of our pastry and lay it on top of our sesame seeds to coat the top with a thin layer of sesame seeds. Once they are all done, we can set our oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Then bake them for about 25 to 30 minutes until they are cooked. So here is my radish cake, 萝蔔丝烧饼. And you can see it's filled with sesame seeds on top. And inside, it has a thin layer of radish filling. So, guten Appetit! It is super crispy because of the lard I put it into the dough. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Please give me a thumbs up and leave your comments below. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with others. Thanks for watching. See ya!
Did you subscribe yet? If not, click here, click here, click here. Every day watch new videos at 6 p.m. Here are my 2 recommended videos. Thanks for watching. See ya! 谢谢大家。